it's Adele from Inkie Quill, and I am freaking annoyed. I just filmed a really good voiceover and it vanished, as it always does. So I'm back with a Mixed Media Monday and just showing you some of the mixed media I am and am not going to use because I always pull out too much. So I really wanted to do a pie chart. Well, it's going super fast. I can't keep up with explaining. I really wanted to do a pie chart layout because they seem to be really hip and happening right now. So I just used a plate to trace around and then cut it with my Stanley knife because I'm doing it the old-fashioned way because I really want a silhouette cameo, but I just can't afford it right now. Desperate for one. If anyone has one, just, chilling, doing nothing, I'd be happy to take it off. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Desperately want a silhouette cameo. Hint, hint, Aaron, Christmas, maybe. So I'm just finding the middle, and I'm sure there would have been a more mathematically logical, can't even say it, let alone do it. Oh my God, I'm putting magic into it. Mathematically logical way of finding how to cut those pie shapes evenly, but I can't even say it, let alone do it. So I'm just using some watercolor paper here and smooshing it with the packaging technique. And the colors of distressing, I think I used peacock feathers and mermaid lagoon, and just smushing it all over there and then dropping some water, letting it dry for 30 or 60 seconds, and then mopping it up with some paper towel. So now I go snip, snip, snip with my giant scissors, and I'm just doing it kind of roughly. I do end up cutting a slither off the sides and the tops anyway when I finish because I want some of the background paper to show through. You'll see what I mean when I get to it. So I do 2 sections out of this watercolor smushing paper, and it's really quite easy once you get the hang of it. And the good thing about this layout is that you can stuff up numerous pie pieces like I did, and I cut them out because it took forever. I did gelato things and Spectrum Aquas, and that just went for way too long. And you can just redo them because they're tiny. So that cloud paper was from the Journey 6x6 paper pad by Crepe Paper, and this one, she's always watching. Always watching. This is my Dina Wakley turquoise paint, some Dilutions and some Heidi Swap Colour Shine, Heidi Shine Miss. So this one, I don't end up actually using it, but I kept it in here because it's the same technique as the one that I did use. I'm just getting some gelato and smushing it onto the packaging. Lots of technical words here tonight. And mixing it with some modelling paste, moulding paste, texture paste, whatever you call it, it's still the same, pretty sure, and smushing it over the top of that paint sample, and that heart stencils from eBay by Memory Box. This grid piece of paper is also, I think, from the Journey collection, and I'm just grabbing my watercolour set that I got from Officeworks, and just to add a little bit of soft colour around the outsides because why not? It is Mixed Media Monday after all. So adding a little bit there, and this one I end up not using, but again I left it in here to show you. This layout took forever. I don't know how Aaron managed to edit it down to 7.5 minutes, but it probably took me a good hour and a half. There was a lot of drying and waiting and layers and me getting dirty hands and washing them and smudging things everywhere. So with this one, I just punched some hearts out, lightly stuck them down with double-sided tape runner, and I just sprayed, and look at it, it freaking worked. I've never done this before, and I was worried it was not going to work, but it did. And then just adding a bit of gold because I can. And see that heart paper? I love it. I've only got one piece of it. I bought it separately from somewhere. I don't know where I got it from, but I did buy it separately, and I wish I had added a whole lot more to my shopping cart when I'd bought it. So I'm just going to bump this white cardstock up onto foam, and I pause the camera because you don't need to see me cutting foam. I chopped the corners off that pink paper so that I can use it later on, and then realised I'd put the white circle round the wrong way. See how there's a larger bit to the side on the right hand side of the white cardstock. Yeah, that was meant to be on the left. So changed my composition a little bit and put my photo on the right instead. And I'm just cutting a bit off the side and a bit off the top of all of those pie chart bits. Stuck them all down so you didn't have to watch me tape every single one of them. And then I decided to just layer my photo on a bit of vellum. I just felt like it needed a layer, but I didn't really want to use pattern paper because, well, there was paper right behind it. So had to bump half of it up onto some foam because it was overhanging onto the circle. And this foam, I just picked up some craft foam from the $2 shop. So just putting that there, and then the fun part, embellishing time. And I grab a whole heap of homemade embellishments actually for this one. So that toothpick, there's a tutorial on those on my channel. And the flare that I use in the middle, the epoxy flare, and the paper clip there is, and the bow. And then I use some little resin flowers and then do a little purple cluster of bows down the bottom there. And I've got this little container of punched mini hearts that when I get a scrap piece of paper and there's only a tiny bit left, I usually just punch hearts out of it and put them in this dish next to my desk, and it really comes in handy quite a lot. So there's a tip if you've got really tiny scraps, just to punch them and keep a little container full of punches. So then I added the lovely title that's from the Lucky Charm Dear Lizzie value kit, and I loved the embellishments that I got in that. That was ages ago, but it just has lasted forever. And the layout isn't complete without some tiny word stickers and then a teeny tiny little wood veneer heart. And I think I'm almost done. Cut a little banner, what are they called? I know it, fishtail. That's what it is. Whoa, that's super bright. I'm battling with the winter sky here in Australia. It's either super freaking bright or super dark. And that's it done. So a bit of a different composition. I think I'll definitely try this again. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So thanks for watching. This is the last Mixed Media Monday for the Inkie June Marathon, but don't worry, if my plan goes ahead, I will keep going with the Monday videos. I really have been enjoying doing them. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and comment if you liked what you see. Bye!